Yo, what's up guys? Today I'd like to present to you the Legacy Challenge. I won't be following the challenge to a T though, and of course, I have to add my own little spin on it. So let's get into the details. Quoted directly from the Legacy Challenge website, with less control over how your children turn out and more challenges thrown your way, the challenge asks the very important question: what kind of legacy will you leave? Basically, if you don't already know, the Legacy Challenge is all about creating a 10-generation legacy, following certain rules and completing certain challenges. I'll leave the link to the challenge page in the description. First, let's cover the rules and guidelines I'll be following for this challenge. Number 1, you must remain on the same lot for the entirety of the challenge. Number 2, the wishing well may only be used once per sim. Number 3, spouses cannot bring in money to the household. Number 4, traits must be chosen using a random generator. Number 5, I'll be using Risky Woohoo to essentially allow fate to decide when children will be born. Now on to the succession laws. Number 1, gender equality. Both boys and girls are eligible for the title of heir. Number 2, bloodline strict traditional. Only naturally born children may be named heir. Number 3, heir, random. The title of heir is randomly selected. I'll be using Tatsumaki to choose for me. Number 4, species, brood. Heirs must be carried in a pregnancy. Now, the Legacy Challenge has a whole section on scoring by completing skills, careers, etc., but I want to take it a step further. For this legacy, I want to reach 100 generations and essentially complete the game by reaching the top of all careers and branches, maxing all skills, achieving all aspirations, unlocking all achievements, and completing all collections. It's going to be a long ride, and I hope it'll be a lot of fun for me and anyone who decides to watch this. Finally, let's meet our founder. Her name is Taiga, and her aspiration is city native. I originally wanted her to be fabulously wealthy, but because the entire legacy is meant to take place on one single lot, I figured it would be best to do the city native aspiration first. Everything can be done from a different world, but there's one part of the aspiration where you have to give away the spare key to your apartment. Ren is neat, cheerful, and friendly. With her is her best friend Bandit. He's a Shiba Inu who is dependent, a hunter, and smart. With all that out of the way, let's get into her backstory. Rin grew up in the town of Moonlight Falls. When she was young, she was raised by her grandmother, a somewhat strict but loving woman. Her mother was rarely around as her job always had her traveling around the world. She did so to provide for her grandmother and only child, but in doing so, she only put distance between herself and her daughter. When she was laid off from her job and unable to find more work, she realized how awkward things were between them. Rin was a teenager now, going through puberty and struggling to find herself and her place in the world. This only made the rift grow. At age 18, Rin decided overnight that she wanted to leave behind her Misty Valley town and move to the big city. Part of her was excited about the new adventure, but part of her was scared and wishing that her mother would tell her no or ask her to stay. She didn't, however, and so Ren Taiga left her home for the first time in her life. What crazy adventures will she get into on her own? Can she survive the harsh realities of the world, or will it come crashing down on her head? Find out in Taiga Rain.